police videos Primetime's ever seen. The United States military is the greatest fighting force in the history of the world. Military used to just have one goal: defend our nation from the enemy, period. During World War II, it was Nazi Germany, totalitarian Japan, war on terror, Al-Qaeda and ISIS. And today, we're fighting a proxy war with Russia, if you haven't heard. But here's the thing. Our focus has shifted. Instead of preparing for battle, we're preparing for something else. And I don't even know what this else is. Thanks to some newly released documents, you're not going to believe what the new U.S. military training looks like. Non-binary gingerbread persons. This is courtesy of the VA. It's supposed to help our servicemen and women better understand the gender and sexuality matrix. We wouldn't want one of our soldiers confusing gender identity with gender expression. But that's not all. Here's a policy put out by the U.S. Army when it comes to showering. If you're a female and you don't feel comfortable sharing a shower with a biological male who identifies as a woman, deal with it. The guy doesn't even have to have sex reassignment surgery. The guy can just identify as a woman and go shower in the barracks with the ladies. And the ladies can't complain. Quote, soldiers must accept living and working conditions that are often austere, primitive, and characterized by little or no intimacy. So let me get this straight. A woman can be showering next to a guy, fully exposed, and she just has to live with it. We went from don't ask, don't tell to show and tell. This isn't good, but don't you dare call the military woke.
Any notion that they're woke or that our military is woke, I take issue with that, and because it's just not true. It's a false narrative, and they deserve better than that.
Now, sources are telling Primetime that some are calling the defense secretary General Gingerbread, but he is one tough cookie. Dana Lash is a nationally syndicated radio host who joins me now. We joke around, but the women that are in the Marines, that are in the U.S. Army, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard, they have to deal with this, don't they?
Yeah, and Jesse, they shouldn't have to. What I found really interesting with all these training manuals is that they say that, transgender soldiers aren't expected to modify or alter their behavior just because someone else is uncomfortable. But what gets me is that for all the talk of equality, women are expected, and everyone else who isn't transgender, to modify and alter their behavior. Women are told to just shut up. So if a man feels uncomfortable changing with other men or showering where other men shower, he can go to the women's facilities. But if women feel uncomfortable, what are they supposed to do? We're told to shut up. We're told to not trust our gut instinct. We're told to ignore it. We're bigots. We're whatever sexual slur, like TERF, they want to call us. And also, shouldn't we be focused on, fighting? I mean, that's what the purpose of the military is, peace through strength. We're paying tax dollars for this. Jesse, I got to tell you, one of my kids turned 18 years old. And every 18-year-old, every man in the United States of America knows that when you turn 18 years old, you get a letter from your government. And you're supposed to fill out a draft card. And you're supposed to sign your name under threat of penalty. And you're pledging potentially your life, your future to the U.S. government. God forbid if Status or War Inc. gets their way and they're able to reinstitute the draft. And people say that could never happen, but of course lockdowns could have never happened either.
That's impossible.
We're supposed to feel happy about this, considering the wokery of the military. What are you sending our men and women into if it's not a fighting force?
It gets worse, Dana. We have something from NASA. They're the outer space people. They said asking an Asian person to help with a math or science problem is a microaggression.
Everything's a microaggression. Like blinking is a microaggression. Sneezing is a microaggression. Can people stop trying to find empowerment in being offended and try to find it through merit? That's our problem right now.
Yeah, Dana,
my gosh.
Dana, I think we need all the help we can get when it comes to math and science at NASA. If an Asian can help out, that's fine. We need all hands on deck.
If anybody can help out, calling all nerds, and I say that lovingly, not as a pejorative, calling all nerds.
Yeah, listen, I needed a lot of help in math and science, and I just looked to the left or to the right. Anybody who was there, I don't care what they look like. I need help. Dana.
You look smart, then you got the ass.
Thank you so much. And congrats on an 18-year-old. That is impressive.